Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are talking about our week in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
And we're looking forward at the new year and products we have coming out until May of 2026.
Yeah.
And, as always, in-depth discussion about Dark Magician
Yeah.
and how we're going to play it.
Yeah. Did a lot of discussing. So definitely enjoy the podcast as we dive deep into, our matchups throughout this week and heavily into how to play Dark Magician, what's the right way to play Dark Magician, and just the upcoming sets and like what sets we look forward to in comparison to this 2025 year's release set.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Enjoy. Welcome back to the TDE Pod. We got Raaid back in the booth.
What's going on?
We're going to recap the year in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
And talk about some New Year things. Let's
Yes.
just get into it as we always do. Let's talk about our week in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
Obviously, Christmas
Yeah.
played a factor.
Yeah.
I think, no, maybe Christmas wasn't. Christmas is on like a Genesis day, so that's not a factor. But we played Tuesday
Yeah.
at the Southside Locals.
Yeah.
So I guess I haven't talked about this on the pod. I was trying to remember. I took Radiant Typhoon.
Yeah.
I finally took the deck
Yeah.
to a Locals.
Yeah.
And man, I got to tell you, this shit did not work.
Okay.
Not at all.
What is it that didn't work?
So I'll just give the pitch of the deck. You got Radiant Typhoon.
Yeah.
So MSD shenanigans, but you set up a lot of powerful end board pieces. You have a monster negate, potentially a monster negate and destroy.
That's two separate things. So monster negate and a potential monster.
So
negate
it depends on how many MSDs you have in grave.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, if you have one, it just negates. If you have two, negate, and you can destroy,
Okay.
but you don't have to, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's Varurun, the 0 attack 3K defense.
Okay.
And then it sets up. You might have Totem Bird or some variation of Fiendsmith stuff, depending on what your hand was.
Okay.
But yeah, the pitch is this: it's Radiant Typhoon with Fiendsmith.
Yeah.
And you're playing board breakers because they're quick plays.
Yeah.
So they work with your Radiant Typhoon engine, and the only hand trap you're on is Fua,
Okay.
just because card advantage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what went wrong, I guess? Played against VSK9,
Yeah.
even with a lot of good board breakers, like running Super Poly, Droplet, Fallen in the Virtuous, super tough to crack that board.
Yeah.
Because Super Poly's not much of a factor.
Yeah.
Everything's different attribute, different type.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have like the generic Super Poly targets. I was playing Mud Dragon, Garura, and Secretarion.
Yeah.
So yeah, wash. My second round, I think I had a bye.
Oh.
No. My second round, I played against something. I can't even remember. Doesn't matter. And then third round, I had a bye. I played against some guy who was there, a new player, just picked up the branded structures,
Yeah.
and I played against that. Still lost.
Oh.
Yeah, I was kind of like, it was more like teaching than it was like playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even still, it's like if you go first with the deck and you open well, you go full Fiendsmith. So you might have a Caesar, you might have a Desiree with 5 negates.
Oh shit. Yeah.
You might have, mostly just that Caesar, Desiree. Fiendsmith is a really good push because people interact, and you usually do that first. You go summon 2 Radiant Typhoons, Excease into a rank 3 Light Fiend, make Requiem, blah, 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 blah. Same. It's basically just like instead of playing Moon, you play this random Jin card and go from there. So that part was fine. The Fiendsmith stuff always kind of went off. I played against Odeon.
Oh, okay.
So that was the problem.
Yeah.
Spells and traps are indestructible when
Yeah.
I'm playing the MSD deck. So it's like,
yeah.
okay, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, really tough. So it was kind of matchup based,
Yeah.
my lack of success. And then after turning, I played against a Blue Eyes player, smoked him.
Oh yeah,
friend of the show, Taz. You know,
yeah. That's the one that won the thing too, right?
I think he won the tournament.
Yeah, he won XO.
Yeah. So I played against him and beat him.
Yeah,
So it's just like, yeah, some matchups the deck struggles into,
yeah,
especially ODI and fucking, what you call it. But the cool thing is, MST doesn't have to resolve. It just has to activate for you to get shit off.
yeah, yeah.
So your trap card, anytime MST activates, if there's no chain that interrupts it, it can be the next chain. It target negates a face-up card on field. So
And what? Target face up.
target a face-up card on field, negate it.
Oh, negate it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
if they the best is when, so usually you can end on like 2 MSD set with the trap,
Yeah.
and so like say you're playing Draco Tail, they go K2, and you MSD target the K2, they're like okay, chain this,
And then
negate
negate
K2,
it.
right?
Oh.
So
It's not a once per turn either. Then negate.
no, just once per chain.
Once per chain.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Really good actually.
With the new support coming in Burst Protocol,
Yeah.
it's really good because there's a link to
Yeah.
that when a quick play activates, you can place a Radiant Typhoon face up trap. You place it face up.
Yeah.
So you get that without having to search it and set it, which is pretty cool. And then they don't have to activate a spell card for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you really need to negate something, you have to MST target your other MST,
Yeah.
which feels pretty bad.
Oh.
But this one lets you target the trap,
Yeah.
and the trap, when it gets destroyed by MST, it resets itself.
Okay.
But that would normally, in this current state of the deck, means it has to wait till next turn anyways.
Yeah.
So you're only getting the one negate anyways. You just save a spell or trap that you would have to blow up.
Okay.
But now with the link 2, when a quick play activates, you can set a continuous spell face up or trap face up, right?
Yeah.
From grave or deck.
Okay.
So you set it on turn 1, activate it, target itself. So MST target the trap, chain 2, negate whatever they're activating.
Yeah.
Then new chain, the link 2 procs, you reset it from grave.
Yeah.
So now it's live again.
Yeah.
You could do the same shit again. So they use the second MST, chain the trap,
Yeah.
negate something else. Even if you target the trap again, it won't reset face up, but it'll reset face down
Okay.
by its own effect.
And in that same turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And you
So,
just activate it again.
Yeah,
Follow
it's
up.
way better value.
Okay.
But
And this link 2 is in for
it's
Radiant
a
Typhoon?
Radiant Typhoon card,
Okay.
yeah.
And it comes out the net in Burst Protocol.
Yes, and it also on summon searches MST.
Oh shit.
And then it has a third effect. Ignition effect. Target a card you control and another card. Place them in the spell and trap zone. So it's basically like Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Target itself, target something else, place them in the spell and trap.
Yeah.
And then those are valid targets for MST,
Yeah.
which means now I can pop that and then use the trap to negate something.
Yeah.
So in Burst Protocol, it gets a lot better because you don't have to play Fiendsmith.
Okay.
Then your extra deck opens up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just play like more board breakers.
Yeah.
But what I will say, it's a really fun deck. The one thing I hate about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is playing board breakers and watching your opponent combo.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you do it online and everything's fucking click, blah, 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 blah. When you're just like sitting there watching a guy combo and going, yep, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. No response. Yep, it's good. It's just like boring.
Yeah.
And then it's fun when you're like, okay, super poly in the draw phase.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. New chain, all these quick plays. It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you know.
Feels bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes
feels
like you can do all that, or if you don't have the board breakers, then you just kind of sit there, watch them
bad.
build a board.
Or
that
you go Fua and they go Ash and you're like, okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead, and then you don't have any board breakers. Maybe it's like all just starters or something.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of sit there and you're like, fuck, he's just gonna build a
Yeah.
board that I can't really do much because the moment I go into whatever card,
Mm-hmm.
Omni negate, spell negate, trap.
And for whatever
Blah, blah,
reason, the Fiendsmith cards, such a good engine, but can be bricks. Because if you open 2 Engraver, you're fucking cooked.
Yeah. Okay.
You go Engraver, Lurie summon, make Requiem, summon, what you call it? Lacrima. No effect. Feels fucking bad, dude.
Because you got Engraver in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's just another card that's not a Radiant Typhoon card.
Yeah.
So you're less likely to go into that full engine. But I think the deck is like low key, very good, and a lot of people don't have any idea what the cards do.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like you heard me explaining all of them to people. Said, okay, activate effect. I can do this, or I can add MST.
Yeah.
And then next card, I can do this, or I can add MST.
Yeah.
Like, is that all they do?
Yeah.
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 Add something or add MST.
Yeah.
Which, is just really good utility for the deck that uses MST to negate. So, fun deck. I had fun playing it, but yeah, when X3, had a moral victory at the end, and then, or maybe X1, I guess, because I had to buy, or X2 rather, but I had to buy. But yeah, that was Tuesday. And then, this is the big news. Happy to announce, I made it to the finals of the Sunday locals.
Okay.
Playing Dracotail. XO after 3 rounds. Pair into the deck I lost to last week.
Yeah.
Odeon.
Yeah.
Both with Dracotail and with Radiant Typhoon. Different players. And I'm like, okay, this is it. Last Sunday of the year.
Yeah.
This is my last crack at this. I'm going to fucking win. And your boy won. Fuck yeah, man. Holy shit. The guy, we went to game 3, whatever, a lot of good games. And he was like, yeah, no, you got it. I shook his hand. I'm like, yeah, good games, man. Woo! I was like, fucking finally, man. Holy shit, the curse is broken. And all it took to break the curse was to go fucking winless with Radiant Typhoon in between. Just a hard reset.
Yeah.
Because there's a point, I'm very superstitious.
Yeah.
So I've been using the same playmat each time I went X1.
Okay.
And so when I was going to play Radiant Typhoon, I was like, do I take this playmat? There's a potential that I lose hard with this deck.
Yeah.
And now the good of the playmat is gone.
Yeah.
I will have wasted it.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? No. I should go X1 with this playmat.
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, reset. Sunday comes, change out the playmat, XO.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
Nice.
But yeah, fun. I want to talk about this real quick. Played against Jackson.
Yeah.
Malice. We gave Jackson a hard time on the podcast last week. And I show up there. We pair up round 1. He goes, holy fuck, that podcast, man. He's like, bro, leave me alone. Like, fuck. It's bad enough I lost. You got to fucking drag me on the internet. But game 3. Oh, here's the thing. I switched on my deck. So I was playing 3 Cartesia in main.
Oh, wow.
And in my side, I had 3 Fenrir and a Called By, which are usually my go first cards.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to decide if I wanted to play 2 Fenrir or 2 Fenrir and a Called By, or 3 Fenrir. And the math was just not mathing. So I took Cartesias out. I cut 1 entirely. I put 2 back in the side to pair with the Called By.
Yeah.
So then I had 6 Charmies in main. So when I go first, side out all 6, 3 Fenrir, 2 Cartesia, 1 Called By. And so my extra deck count went from 15 to 14.
Okay.
Just because of siding pattern. I was like, man, what do I use? So the whole time I was kind of testing it, I just had Valor in there as a whatever card, right?
Okay.
And then I think the morning of, I was looking at my side deck, and I have 2 Meows in there. I was like, I need to buy a 3rd Meows, but I can't find a secret, and I have 2 secrets. I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Type shit. So I was like, oh, I'll just put in Lancia.
Okay.
Because I've noticed a lot of people are playing Malice again.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think they're anticipating it getting hit and whatever. So side in Lancia, game 3 against them. Now I don't draw an opening hand, but I do draw Branded Fusion.
Okay.
And my hand is jank.
Yeah.
I think it's like a Cartesia, a Branded Fusion, maybe a Dracotail Trap.
Okay.
And maybe a Fenrir too.
Yeah.
But there's no Dracotail names. There's no Dracotail searches.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
So I go to, I start with Branded Fusion. He doesn't have Ash Blossom, which is awesome. And I start looking for, I had Albaz in hand.
Okay.
That was the other card. So I started looking for, I think I had Albaz in that. I started looking for the Frixel to make Sanctifier.
Yeah.
And I passed Lancia. I'm like, that's a light monster. And I started thinking, I'm like, how do I do this? I don't have an Arthalion, so I can't bounce it back to hand.
Yeah.
I don't have access to one. So I'm like, how do I get Lancia back
On field.
so that I can just like win this game?
Yeah.
So I go Branded Fusion, send Lancia, send Albaz,
Yeah.
make Albion.
Yeah.
Albion, banish Albion. Or no, banish the Cartesian hand and the Albaz engrave.
Yeah.
Make Sanctifier. His turn, Sanctifier in the draw phase, summon Lancia. Lancia tributes itself. He can't banish. He's like, I fucked up. I'm like, what? He's like, I had an imperm. But I didn't know you had Cartesian hand.
Yeah.
So I thought your only option was like Chaos Star Source or maybe Mirror Jade.
Yeah.
And at that point, I didn't really care. So I was like, damn. So then it's literally just Sanctifier and Branded Dragon. And I'm just like beating him down. He can't do much.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Draco Tail Horn. That's what
Okay.
I had. And so I bounced like his Lingarebo or something so
Damn.
that he couldn't back up at
Extend.
Ignister.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a slow burn.
Yeah.
Eventually, I finally drew like, I ended up drawing the Frixel. Excuse me. No targets engraved. So it was like a useless summon. So kept it in hand. Drew the Lucaeus, normaled it, and he impermed it. And then I just attacked for game.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. But it was like 3 turns in a row. I just kept recycling the Lancia and shotgunning it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, fuck, I can't play through this.
Yeah.
And anything he could to extend, he was just like, no, I had an answer for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool because it's like I developed this line like on the spot where I was like, oh shit, I can actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't had Lancia in my deck in months, you know? So that was pretty cool. I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah. It's really good.
And then, yeah, I played against RB. Fuck, that deck is so annoying. So annoying. All those effects are fucking broken.
Yeah.
And RB stage landing is not a once per turn. They just keep fucking using it.
Oh.
Deck is nasty.
Is stage landing like a continuous spell?
No, stage landing is summon an RB from extra deck or deck. That's it.
But is it a monster or what is it? Like
No,
the
it's
card?
a quick play spell.
Quick play spell. Oh. Do they just keep recycling it that turn?
They can just keep adding it.
Oh. Okay.
You can use all 3 copies in a turn and then recycle it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gross. And then I played against
That's the kind of card that would get limited because it'd be like broken if the deck was like insane.
reminds me of like Phantom of Ubel,
Yeah. Yeah.
where it's like, oh, there should have been a once per turn clause on this.
Yeah.
But it's a cool deck. It's a cool concept. I just, anytime I've played it, I'm like, the fuck is this? I'm like,
Yeah.
it just feels so broken. But yeah, then played against Art Mage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then Odeon. But yeah, how was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, so we got Tuesday and Sunday. Tuesday, 3 rounds. I went X1, you know. That was the whole thing.
I want to shout this out for a second because on the last pod, you're like, I want to get to that level.
Yeah.
And then immediately after you did.
It happened.
Shout outs to you.
But like it was 3 rounds, so I'm not going anywhere crazy. It's like I either went X2 or X1.
X1's X1, man.
So yeah, but yeah. It sucks because it was one of those where I firmly believe that had I won the game that I lost, I would have just won that day. And that would have been more like, okay, I went 3-0, right? But game 1, it was, I think it was just right off rip. It was just, no, it wasn't. It was just the guy that was playing the foreign cards. I won't say his name.
Character.
Yeah, so it was Blue Eyes. He was playing foreign cards. I didn't know what some of these. I was like, what does this do? Because he did like instant fusion. He did something else. It was just wild play style. Cooked him easy. It was like 10 minutes. Like I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And then he left right after that too. And I was like, whatever.
I want to say this though before anyone hears this and feels awkward about it. It's not like this is a foreign guy.
Yeah.
Who's brought his cards that he owns and is playing them.
Yeah.
This is a guy like born and raised, English speaking.
Yeah.
Not that any of that matters, but like he buys foreign cards on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he'll just tell you what he thinks it does.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, I got to look this up because that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And you look it up and you're like, okay, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's happened to me, anyone he's ever played against. And how he does it is newer players or players who are less like assertive, they'll just go, oh, okay. And they just trust what he says, and then he beats them. And it's like, yeah, that shouldn't have ever happened kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's what he does.
Yeah. So actually, now that you brought that up, he had like a rank monster where it was like you detach material. It's got 2 effects.
Exciton, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like on his turn main phase, he can detach 1, and then he can like blow up my field or something. And then on my turn battle phase, he can trigger an effect. Or it might have been that same effect where it blows. Oh, yeah. So it's like on same effect. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So on my battle phase, he detaches 1, blows up my field. On his main phase, he detaches 1 and blows up my field.
To be fair, Exciton's like, this is before your time playing competitively.
Yeah.
It's pretty like staple card.
Yeah.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Is like it's newer players who like don't question it.
Yeah.
Who get burned by it.
Yeah.
And because you looked it up.
Yeah.
You like didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I didn't get like screwed over because I was like, because when he summoned, I was like, what does this do? It's a foreign card, so we look it up, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I was like, I need to out this before I go into my battle phase.
Right.
And then in my main phase, he goes to try to do the effect, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it said my battle phase.
Yeah.
If it's on my turn, and then he's like, no, and then I was like, okay, well, just look it up again. We just did, and then it said it. So I outed it with like a drill beam or something, and then I just went for game.
And this is a frequent thing. Because I don't really want to put this guy on blast.
Yeah.
Screw loose, but like that he'll leave after something like this happens.
Okay.
Because he's built his strategy around something.
Yeah.
And because he has 40 cards, he doesn't actually know.
Yeah.
So then when he realizes the strategy has a hole in it,
yeah,
then he's like, okay, well, I'm going home.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, with the way he built his deck, I didn't know exactly what he was going for because that was game 2. So he went first, and then game 1, he did like instant fusion into a normal monster. And then I think he went to Typhon. That's what he ended up doing. And then I was like, okay. And then he bounced something. And then I was like, this is not, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to even sit on it because it's not worth it. But yeah, I beat him. That was very quick. It was good. And then went into game 2. That was against K9 Vanquish Soul. We went to game 3 with our duel. So game 1, it was just not good. He bricked. I didn't necessarily brick. He just had Bystials in hand. And he went Magnamut, banished my Blue Eyes, end turn. He gets, because I went first, and then he gets Jerusalem, banishes my second Blue Eyes. Yeah. Bro, I'm running 2 Blue Eyes in the deck, right? I was like,
you can roar them back?
Roar.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is I had, well, it's nice because it like extended the duel longer, but he bricked so long that had I just drawn any Blue Eye starter, that I could have just won the game, right? So it's just like all it was, because I had barrel, and it was basically just a drill beam control for a while. Yeah. I was target negate banish, and I was just holding on to dear life till like turn 6. Yeah. But in that process, I was not drawing a Blue Eye starter. I wasn't getting a Wishes. I wasn't getting a Maiden. And Maiden was the big one that I needed. So I could just send it to grave. I didn't have to worry about getting ashed or drolled or anything. Because I think I might have had Sage that just got ashed or something along those lines. And so I was just this drill beam. And then he just had a monster he just would summon. And then I like turn 5 or 6, he just ended up building a decent board to just go for game. And that just sucked because I was like, again, he bricked for so long that if I had just gotten like any one Blue Eye starter to get myself into a roar, if I could just even hard draw roar as okay, special Blue Eyes from banishment, and then boom, I can now start playing the game, and then I could now go for game. But that sucked. And then game 2, I took that, and then game 3 he ended up. I bricked like hard. I don't think I had any hand traps. I think I had just starters. Yeah. So he went full Van Crystal K9. He built the whole board, the whole shebang. So I was not pushing through that at all. So, and that just kind of felt bad because I was just like, if I had game 2, game 1 should have just came my way, and then that's good. So then that means game 3 would have just been against their other Blue Eyes player. Yeah. And I was just seeing how he was playing. He was playing a little bit like scarce, but I think he's also keeping in mind the VSK9, so that might have played a factor. But there's some things that I would have just been more aggressive with that would have led to winning. But he ended up winning anyway, so I guess who am I to say? But yeah, my game 3 was against that Malice player. He might have had some other stuff going on. But he had Malice, complained a bunch. I used Fua. It was 2-0, which is crazy because I haven't Malice like 2-0 to Malice in a while.
No disrespect, a Blue Eyes player should be like fucking shitting their pants.
Yeah.
Player.
It's usually pretty difficult because I need to figure out.
Explain how 2 Bestials shut down your whole fucking shit.
Yeah.
You needed one specific card.
Yeah.
He's playing every card that banishes in the game.
Right. Because like the moment they go White Binder and they banish like a Blue Eyes, True Light, and like a Maiden.
Yeah,
bro,
it's over.
Go next game because anyways, he game 1 I think I just ended up like cooking him. I also had like really good hands against him too, but like that's still besides the point.
Let me get on my soapbox here for a minute, because when I went to YJS, I explained this, how I was like, I'm not taking Malice because I know I'm not the best Malice player there. I'm not going to do as well as I should. It's going to be frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose mirror matches. And you know what? Maybe I was too hard on myself, because I watch these guys play Malice now.
Yeah.
Not Jackson. Jackson gets a pass from me.
Okay.
Jackson, he plays it well, whatever. These guys who have picked up Malice in the last month, 2 months, yo, you got to go back. You got to go back and watch these combo videos.
Yeah.
You got to put in work.
Yeah.
And learn these lines. These guys are fucking terrible at playing Malice. I was watching your game against Malice, and the Blue Eyes player, who you were talking
playing
about
the other Malice player, yeah.
The way these guys are playing Malice, it's so brain dead.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because a lot of people look at Malice that way.
Yeah.
In that, it just spams monsters, and then you link summon, you make really good monsters. I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. There is no Malice monster in itself, in a vacuum, that is broken or breaks the game.
Yeah.
Binder's pretty powerful. It banishes 3.
Yeah.
Same with Ransom to get the search. But for the most part, there's like Cryptor, non-target banish, very powerful.
Yeah.
And I think I've even said this on this podcast before. But like, you can't just look at your hand and normal summon something and be full combo.
Yeah.
Because Dormouse is at 1.
Yeah.
That used to be the way you could play Malice.
Yeah.
And that was before you had Ad Ignister stuff.
Yeah.
It was easier to stop.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. Like, I don't think I'll ever like pick the deck back up and take it to locals. But after watching a lot of these guys play the deck and its current iteration, I'm like, you should have stuck to whatever the fuck you were playing before. You're not built for this, man.
Yeah.
And that sounds harsh.
Yeah.
And if you're out there and you want to pick up Malice, I encourage you to.
Yeah.
Because there's a limited time where you're going to be able to play it now. But if you're going to play Malice, like, just fucking put the work in. Watch the videos. Learn the lines. And, like, just fucking think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I had to get this off my chest because anytime I've been out of locals recently, there's somebody who just picked up Malice, and it's the same guy who's been complaining about it for the last year.
Yeah.
It's always your spam, it's slop, cyber slop. You can't even play it well.
Yeah.
So if this deck is so broken and deserved all the hits it got, why the fuck are you X3?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just have to fucking get it off my chest.
No, it's all good.
It's been pissing me the fuck off.
But no, he complained a lot though, because I think this is game 2, whatever it was.
How are you complaining with Malice?
Don't know. I was like, again, against the Blue Eyes matchup, there's just no excuses. But I go Fua, he plays into Fua, I draw another Fua, I use it again because I'm like, okay, well, you either keep summoning, or you end on a very shitty board. So he kept summoning. He did Fiendsmith actually, because I remember he had like Agnum Day and stuff like that.
That's right.
So that's even better for me because then you're just summoning more. And then, so I'm drawing 2. And then, so this guy is, again, he's like complaining about Fua. I was like, this fucking using double Fua. I was like, you're playing into it, man. I don't know. Like you
went Fiendsmith combo under Fua. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, oh man.
Yeah. So,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I just ended up cooking him 2-0. I was like one of the first few times that I've 2-0'd like a Malice player, especially with like a Fiendsmith. It's kind of crazy. Not really, but like, anyways, yeah, he's just bitching and moaning about Fua, and it's funny because this guy, we were supposed to play at table 2, we're playing at table 6 because he couldn't like get his fat ass up, move over, and he was actually playing on Sunday, and I was like telling my opponent, I was like, yo, we gotta move because like he's behind me, so like I would be sitting here, he'd be sitting behind me, but bro took up so much space I couldn't even get to my seat. Yeah. So I was like, yo, can we just go to a different table because it wasn't even that busy. So
yeah, no, I mean,
it's
a guy, and I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but we were playing at, there's a guy, very dry, very matter of the fact type of dude who plays at our Sunday locals sometimes. Very good player. And he just straight up looks me in the face as I sit down next to the guy you're describing. And he goes, there's very few people in this world I hate. And then like looks over to the guy. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, it was crazy. But
was that the RB player?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This is a month or so back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just crazy because like it's just like one of those guys, very stereotypical Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
Who like you play like a B tier deck, and all you do is complain about S and A tier.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, man, but like there's levels to this.
Yeah.
You've chosen to play the deck you play.
Yeah.
You could have played any of these other decks. I don't like them because they're fucking national.
Yeah.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining? And then one of those decks being Malice, and then you go on and start playing Malice.
Yeah.
And then you're not even good at it.
Your
so
ass,
it's like,
yeah.
Bro, are you complaining that the deck is too good?
Yeah.
Or are you complaining that you're kind of bad at this game?
Yeah.
Or like you resent the game, so you don't try to get better at the game because you're like, oh, these decks are too good now. But you're there every week.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be there every week, why not be good at the game?
Yeah.
And hey, people don't have to try to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! That's fine. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's a card game. So who cares? But then who cares? Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, if that's the mentality, I don't care enough to be good at this game, then you don't care enough to complain either.
Yeah.
Because if you were good at the game, you wouldn't have to complain about it.
Yeah. At least there shouldn't be much room for the game. For complaining in the game if you're like not gonna like put some sort of effort into it. Yeah. Like I said, like in the past, I've played rogue shitty decks, and you know I wasn't bitching and complaining. Take my loss, move on to the next game. I knew what I was getting myself into. Yeah. So you should know that, right? Don't be a baby about it.
I took Radiant Typhoon.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining that I lost every round.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, maybe the deck's not good enough to play against VSK9.
Yeah.
And specifically a really bad matchup against Odeon.
Yeah.
Which is a rogue deck.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not like, oh, VSK9's too good.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what did you expect? Right?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's a tough board to crack, man. Yeah. Like, I didn't have it. But, and that's the Malice thing, too, that bugs me. Is like, you complain so long that Malice is absolutely broken. And that, you know, it's mind-numbing, it's slop, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, then you get your hands on it because it's cheap now.
Yeah.
And you can't even... All the things you accused it of, you're not even bringing to fruition.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you just bad at the game or is the deck too good?
Yeah.
Sometimes two things can be true, but Malice got hit. It paid its crimes, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just like, I just hate that type of player. I think it's okay to complain about, like, D-barrier or like these floodgates.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Game. Yeah.
When you're playing at an ultra high level,
yeah,
these things make the game not fun to play.
Archetype's a little bit different from like floodgates or like just this stupid effects, right? But like archetype's an archetype. So
and there's also no rule that says everybody in the game can't play the exact same deck.
Yeah.
There's no rule that says that. So if one archetype is really good, then play it.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I don't want to buy it. Then don't.
Yeah.
Then recognize there's a paywall. It's not necessarily pay to win, and there's fucking like 15,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
So you're telling me if everybody wasn't playing the same deck, it would be in your best, if you're a budget player, it would be in your best interest to make the most anti-meta strategy you could.
Yeah.
You know, play triple land, play an artifact deck.
Yeah.
So you can get in the Lancia and stop a Malice player. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, he was my last game of the day. And then, yeah, so I went X1 with that, which was, again, whatever. And then Sunday, I brought a new deck. I used K9 Doomsday.
Oh, yeah.
So that it was actually fun. I actually enjoyed how I played it. I went X2 4 rounds. It's kind of like, it is what it was. Round 1, I go against a branded player. It was the guy that kind of showed I was looking for those cards on the Tuesday local. So we basically went to time, but he ended up giving it to me because I was up, and then because we were in game 3, but I was up in life points, and then I was just in a better position. So him being kind about it.
He was also not familiar with the new time rules.
Yes, yeah, he didn't realize that either.
Of the locals, they didn't mention them. They usually do.
Okay.
But they didn't mention them.
Yeah,
so he was like, "Doesn't it go 1, 2, 3?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh no, dude," because he hasn't played in like 11,
10
years.
Yeah.
So
but
once he realized the rules were different and it was going to be a double game loss, he was like, "Okay, you take it."
Yeah.
Because
so that was pretty cool. I mean, I guess he just didn't realize till right at the very end that the whole draw thing doesn't exist, or you just play last phase, whatever it was. So yeah, I beat him game 1. Then game 2, I went against the Draco Tail player. And then that went to game 3, and then against him I couldn't get off any of my Doomsday cards. I think game 1 I went to go for Raiders, and then he ashed it, and it just stopped me right there and then because I didn't have any K9 cards that were playable. And I didn't have any normal summon available, so it was just really tough right there. So that sucked. And then game 2 I took. Then I was able to kind of play a little bit more. I was able to, use my deck as I wanted to, and it was cool. And then game 3, he ended up taking it. I think again he just hit my Raiders, and then that just ultimately just stopped me a lot more than what K9 could have done on its own. And I couldn't do very much. So I was like, damn, okay. So we move on. So that was my first 2 games, and then game 3, I go up against.
The Blue Eyes was the last one, right?
Blue Eyes was game 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Game 3 was Blue Eyes, and game 3 was Blue Eyes. He won. I mean, it's just a better deck. I mean, not to be biased, but no, it was good. Again, I couldn't get into the Doomsday side of things as often, so that also again hindered me. And then the K9 stuff, he was also being mindful of because he heard me using K9 earlier in the day. So because he first game he normal summon Maiden. I was like, why do you normal summon Maiden? He's like, because you're using K9. I was like, smart. I was like, valid. I guess he's just watching for the Izuna and stuff like that, which is completely fair. And then but he ended up winning. We went to game 3 as well. So I mean, so that was my second loss. And then game 4, I played against an Archmage Diabell kind of build. So it's kind of like a lore. So he had the Diabell stuff. I had K9 stuff. And then the main part was he had Archmage, I had Doomsday. And then I won. We went to game 3 with that one. And then you were talking about how lore-wise I should be winning. I was looking back on it. Honestly, Archmage puts up a much stronger board than Doomsday does because you have the Fin Mill, you have the back row removal, the Reborn fusion, and then you got the board wipe plus an onboard Omni. With Doomsday, you only have 3 Xyz monsters that do something. The 2 normal monsters that you summon don't do anything. And then the level Drastia, the level 8, is just a quick effect Xyz summon. So they don't actually do anything like the Archmage monsters that you can just summon and they have effects on board, which is good. But nonetheless, though, it was still a good fun lore deck matchup. Because I told him, I was like, you're gonna love my deck. He was like, oh yeah. And then the first thing I do is K9. I was like, no. Yeah, that's not what I meant. But no, so it was good. That was cool, a little matchup that way. So then I took that in the game 3. Doomsday is a really fun deck. If you don't know much about it, it does a lot of equipped use, and a lot of like snatching, like with the Drastius, like the rank 8. That's basically what you want. Jupiter is the boss monster, but Drastius in itself can be a really good boss monster, because you can on summon equipped any monster on the field, whether it's your own or your opponent's non-target.
I saw you do a crazy play where you on summon, equip, he attempt to use a monster effect to negate it.
Yes.
So you chain the effect
to negate
took another monster.
Yeah.
So you cleared his board.
Yeah.
And got Xyz materials out of it.
Yes.
And attacked for gain.
Yeah.
Sick.
So, well, not Xyz material, but equips, right?
Equips,
so it's all basically like if going second, it's like really nice because then you automatically get 2 equips.
Yeah.
And then if you have an equipped spell that you might have searched or grabbed or have in hand, you place that's now 3 equips, and you can now just go up.
And then they become materials, right?
Yeah, they become materials for Jupiter. So they all just go to Jupiter, and Jupiter now has an Xyz monster. So it gets 3,000 attack. All equipped spells engrave are now can be equipped to it, so then you just add to it, and then with additional effects you got Doomdirk, and then you can detach 1 material and then special summon an Xyz monster. So in theory you can detach Drastius, send it to grave, and then just reborn itself anyways. So then now you still have this 2700 beat stick. Plus but that means Jupiter does go down to like its normal 35 at 100 attack, but it does have its effect to like the Doomdirk most likely, where you pop something and then it gets like a 1,000 attack boost, so on and so forth. And then here, like we were playing with like United We Stand. I didn't have it on me yet, but I mean that's based off like all face-up cards, 800 attack boost. So if you do his Jupiter's effect and you have United We Stand equipped to it, that's a guaranteed 1,600 attack based off that. And then if you have canine monsters that do well, and then I was looking at Nash Knight, and then CYXZ's Nash Knight, like the climb, really good because I have this full armored like Lancer something. He stacks on, so I go K9 5 Nash Knight, CXYZ Nash Knight, and then I go into that full power. So now he gets 300 attack per material. So that's like 4 material. So it goes up to like 4K. So that's a 4K beat stick. And then I got like Ripper on board. And then I have like Drastius.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy board. It's very strong. And then even before that too, I can use like Nash Knight's effect where I detach 2 snatch one. And then I can actually climb, and that could be better. And then I also have that Xyz armored fortress guy, where I search an equip spell like this XYZ equip. Yeah. So then that's just additional equips, and then it's just really good. These different strats I was like messing with, which is cool. So the deck's fun. I definitely enjoyed it. So the deck, like it just sits on like a ton of Xyz monsters, and like it's good. And then you could go, so when you have all those material with that full armored, then you go into Zeus. Yeah. So then you have fucking 6 material. So it's just crazy. It's actually busted because of how much a material that monster has. And even with Jupiter, actually, you can go Jupiter into Zeus, and then after all those equips and all those snatches, and then you go Jupiter, attack for a ton of damage. So if you get rid of Doomdirk, your monster, like you pop something and you attack directly, your monster has to get like destroyed. But you can just go into Zeus. So you save your monster, save your material. Yeah, I believe so. Cool. Maybe we might have to read the card, but it's something along those lines. If that's not the case, then you just go to Zeus, and then you have all the material, and your monster doesn't get destroyed. If not, then it might be a little bit different. It's cool. It's a fun deck, and I definitely want to play around with it more. I tried it with K9. I picked up the Raaid core, just waiting for that to come in. I'm gonna try with the Raaid because the Doomsday cards are a lot of all 4s except for Drastia, which is an 8. But then Raaid's 4, so like I think it was
playing 7th Tachyon.
No,
right?
No.
Okay.
And then I think Raizo could be pretty fun because I realized that some of them also just special from hand. Like I need to get an aggregator so that way I can use like Swords effect or Axed its effect. And then whatever one that like you reveal a level 4 or you send a level 4 from hand and then you special it. I think that might be Ice or something, but
that's Ice. Ice sends a face-up card you control to summon itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I didn't realize like a lot of these Raizo cards are just like show or reveal like a level 4, and I was like, oh, okay, that works really well with this deck. So I might try it with Raizo and Doomsday because they're use XD's monsters, rank 4s, which works for the deck well. And yeah, because if you use the Raider's continuous spell, it locks you to XD's monsters.
Oh, okay.
So if you use the spell. So alternatively, if you don't want to be locked to XD's monsters, that new one that's coming out where you pop from deck is going to be a good substitute if you don't want to lock yourself.
And that's Burst Protocol too, right?
Yeah, Burst Protocol. But then it also makes the deck more consistent because now you don't have to need Raiders plus a Doomsday card. You just activate this spell card, you pop one from deck, and then and you completely trigger that card's monster's effect, and that's what you want to do because their effects are normal summon, special summon, or destroyed by card effect, or just destroyed in general, and then you can trigger their effects. So you go that new card like Doomsday Charge or something like that. You pop Drastia. Well, you wouldn't want to do Drastia. You probably do Doomsday 5, Amalfi, or Ilara, and then you just combo.
Yeah.
At least that way you're just guaranteed like a Drastius on board, and then you just kind of go from there. So yeah, it's fun. I actually enjoyed it a lot. So I'm probably gonna mess with that for the next little while until like I realize I just get shafted too much. But it plays through a lot of things, which is good, and then it's fun. And then so I'll probably run that, like I said, for just the next little bit, and then Dark Magician stuff comes out.
Sounds like you're in a similar position to I am, and I'm gonna pull up our release schedule as we get into our next topic here.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned the Radiant Typhoon cards and how they're coming out in Burst Protocol, which makes the deck a lot better, and I would like to play it. But also, I'm committed to Dracotail, and it is getting support.
Yeah.
In the way of direct support, but also ancillary support in Magistus and Branded.
Yeah.
So let's look a little forward here. January, we get the Charmers Chronicles deck.
Okay.
This to me, like, I have to look at it again. There's some actual Charmer support opposed to familiar possessed support.
Yeah.
Which might make the deck pretty cool.
Yeah.
But from what I can tell, this is like a cool product I'll still probably pick up, to be honest. But I don't think it moves the needle in the meta game.
No, not at all.
Even as much as like the Branded one did. But that's yet to be determined. But that is the only TCG release we're getting in January.
Okay.
Then February's pretty packed.
Yeah.
We get Burst Protocol.
Yeah, that comes out first.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
Because I think probably since maybe Age of Overlord, this is like the best main set, or probably maybe Suda or Info.
Yeah.
Which saw Fiend Smith and the Mulch Armies.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, Info and Suda, yeah, we're good.
This is the biggest main set. Because the last few have kind of been duds.
Yes.
Dude, Aelin,
yeah. They just had like one-off cards.
Yeah.
That were just that just supported the main.
I even forgot Duelist Advance.
That was probably the worst one.
That was the worst one. But yeah, Burst Protocol. So we're getting Branded support. Insane Branded support.
Yeah.
We're getting the Magista support, which is also insane. A couple yummy cards. Some really good K9 support.
Yeah.
Some Dracotail support. Radiant Typhoon. Doomsday.
Yeah.
Elven Notes.
Yeah, that new arc. Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff coming, and then some staples like Forbidden Crown coming too.
Yeah, so that is going to be a good set.
From what we've been told we're getting all year, so including like, Blazing Dominion and Rarity 5, this is my most anticipated product.
Yeah, and Maze Muertos. Or main sets.
Mains, well, yeah. Even still,
yeah,
this is still more so for me than Maze of Muertos. Yeah. But Maze of Muertos is coming in February as well.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Not as big of a set. Like, there's some cool stuff. The main thing is the Dark Magician cards.
Yes.
For me, anyways.
Yeah.
Now, it's really cool, but there's so much stuff I want to play coming out in February.
Yeah.
I want to play Dracotail Magistus.
Yeah.
I want to try the Branded Dracotail stuff. I want to play Radiant Typhoon with the new support. I want to play Dark Magician.
Yeah.
So, right now, I'm like, budgeting
Yeah.
so I can afford all these
Yeah,
cards when they come out.
Well, the good thing is you do have Dragotail.
Yeah.
You have a lot of the Dark Magician stuff. So it's just a matter of getting a few new cards.
Yes.
And then you can just organize them separately.
Mm-hmm.
So you set the branded stuff to the side, and then you just easily plug it in, just figure out the numbers.
Yep.
And then same thing with the Magistus and then Dark Magician. Make sure you just have what you have already, like put it in a deck.
Yep.
And then, just get the new ones. And then, that's just going to be, pretty, for February, it's going to be pretty packed. It's going to be a lot.
I was playing a bit with Dark Magician last night. I sent you some screenshots.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Okay.
So I put in the new Dark Magician, the Pharaoh Servant or whatever, the full art card.
Yeah. Is that what that OCG was? The 3 cards?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Was it that card or what was it?
It's that card. No, the art on that is for a Magistus card. Or
okay.
Endymion. It's Ver.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's really good. That card specifically is a little underwhelming because its effect to set, just that effect. The effect to reveal the special, crazy. The spell pop, crazy. The effect to set, a little bit underwhelming because I don't feel like there's good targets. I know Bonds is what a lot of people have been setting. I tried running it. What I found, just in my playtesting, Dark Magician Girl's a hard brick. Like, there's no way around it. And she doesn't really have an effect.
Yeah.
She's pretty much a normal monster that gets an attack boost.
So she would have been a good retrain with Dark Magician.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways.
But, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But basically it boils down to, like, do you either banish the Pharaoh Servant or do you banish the Dark Magician Girl to get into D-Mod?
Yeah.
And at that point, it's kind of like, it really doesn't matter. What I found is the, like, MVP of the deck is actually Illusion of Chaos and Magician Souls.
Yeah.
Because dumping the Dark Magician to summon, you don't even have to draw off Magician Souls, which sounds crazy. Most times I wasn't drawing off of it. Just dumping the Dark Magician, and then you use, like, Deception or whatever to get rid of the Magician Souls. Like, it doesn't matter at that point.
Okay.
But as soon as you get into Gaze of Tamias, you can then target the Dark Magician that you dumped in Grave to summon Dragoon. You have pretty stacked hands still. And that Dragoon has its pop effect because it was summoned with a normal monster. That to me was like the MVP. And then with the Primite engine that I was playing in there, declaring Dark Magician at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So that you have Drill Beam.
Yeah.
Live. It's pretty cool. It is a little risky though, because you have Dragoon, which is insulating you from Nib, or any sort of massive effect that could crush your board.
Yeah.
In most cases, you have Ilya Sylvia too, because I was playing a Diabell Star package in there too. But if you declare with load, then when they nib, you can't respond.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only iffy part.
Yeah.
But at any rate, Primite still gets you, target banish.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. We discussed it a bit.
Yeah.
Primite is the thing I would consider cutting first.
Yeah. The Diabell stuff is very consistent.
Yes.
More so than Primite. Primite just the thing with Primite, like I said yesterday, is Primite is a really good starter for Blue Eyes because it sets up a Blue Eyes, Dragons, Hieratic Seals, whatever, and then Drill Beam consistency. And then the theory also was applied to Dark Magician, and it's like before these support, sure, yeah, because it is a normal special, and then you have like a Dragon plus Dark Magician, Dragoon,
sure,
the Drill Beam. But the main thing though with the Primite is Drill Beam with Dark Magician. That's the really big thing, right? And depending on like what kind of plays, and maybe you can use like Spirit Dragon, and then you can have Mausoleum send Dark Magician to Grave, and then you have Dark Magician Grave,
sure.
And then you can do different things from there. Like you can summon Imduck, because that way that's how you get out of the Dragon Lock. Nonetheless, that's why it's the one that you can take out first, the archetype first, because if you really do care about Drill Beam, just run the fucking one card, in my opinion. That way it is just a target negate.
Yeah.
But alternatively, you're probably not gonna have the vanilla on board with Dark Magician. There's so many of the fusions that it says like this is card's name is Dark Magician on field or engraved, and you're gonna take advantage of that anyways. It's the vanilla is just to kind of get this circulation of that going. So drill beam, like while it's good, there might be like it's not end all be all for the deck. Not the same way it provides for blue eyes. With that being said, I was looking at your build, and I think that there's a lot of Dark Magician cards that you weren't running that I would suggest. Like for example, you did bonds, but you didn't do like some of the searching cards that comes with that card.
Like
because, Dark Burning Magic, Dark Burning Attack, and Dark.
Sure.
What you want to do is you want to get Dark Burning Magic. Because at least if you have a Dark Magician and DMG, you now set up a board wipe. Spell Trap monster board wipe.
That to me is like side deck going second, in my opinion. Because say I open Pharaoh Servant.
Okay.
Set bonds for DMG.
Yeah.
Grab Burning Magic. It's a normal spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At best, I'm activating it next turn.
Yeah.
So
no. Dark Burning Magic is a quick play.
Is it quick play?
Yeah. Okay. So you use it on like your turn.
So how do you search it?
Bonds.
It searches it?
Yes. It lets you set it.
So you summon a DMG and then you get
you go because bonds. So you go Dark Magician, any Dark Magician. Yeah. If you have bonds in hand, you go bonds, special DMG. Then you set one of those three cards: Dark Burning Magic, Dark Magic Attack, and then
that's part of bonds effect. Is summon DMG and then set. Okay.
Yeah. So then you set the quick play, and then because then if it's on your turn and they have established a board, then you might want to do the one that destroys the back row because it's a normal spell, or you do the one that destroys monsters.
You don't need the back row one. The back row one, you
get from Dark Magician, sure. But I'm saying like this is what you could do with the routes, and that's why this deck helps. But that's if your only card is that Dark Magician, you're probably not going to set the bonds anyways, because you're probably going to search for other movable Dark Magician cards.
Yeah, but the thing is, off the Pharaoh Servant, you have to set either a continuous, or a normal spell. Otherwise, it's set.
Okay.
You can't use it till next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you set, say, Gaze of Timaeus, it's not activatable to your next turn.
Okay, so no, you can't set quick plays?
No. Okay. Like you can set them. They're just.
Is it any normal spell or just Dark Dimensions?
Anything that mentions,
Okay. So and then I guess to add to this too, pre-prep. You didn't use that, so that could search, and that's also a spell being used. And then you get your Illusion of Chaos. You just said that Illusion of Chaos was probably one of the best things for the deck.
Yes.
So if you want to get into it quicker, then you have pre-prep, and it's also a spell now you've used. So then you go Souls, and then you can just go Dark Magician, and then that's already your spell that you have used. Because and then alternatively, you also have Raaid that searches your spell, and then you can do your thing there. And then you didn't run Soul Servant too, which is crazy because that's like also ideally one of the best cards for the Dark Magician deck, because again it gives you a draw factor, adding, and then you didn't have Dark Magical Circle or Eternal Soul, and then it's like God, these are like staple Dark Magician cards.
I get that part.
Yeah.
But
so and then here's the difference, between your build and how I envision it.
Yeah.
Is the lack of Dark Magician at all. It's like making a good deck with a splash of Dark Magician. Right. Sure. So it's like because when I'm looking at it, I'm like, where's the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight? Okay. Right. You got Dragoon.
I have a pushback here.
Okay.
Real quick. How many Dark Magicians did Yugi play?
1. Okay. What do you want?
That's all I'm gonna say. I had 2 of them motherfuckers in there, man.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah.
The Dark Magician archetype, which has been much maligned in that a lot of those cards are ass.
Yeah.
Eternal Soul's ass, bro. I guess it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, it is. Because the way, as long as it leaves the field in any way, banished, sent to hand, popped, it destroys your field.
Yes. Okay. All I'm trying to say, this is mostly a joke, but like, for me, I'm playing 2 Dark Magicians. I'm playing 2 Illusion of Chaos. I'm playing 3 Magician Souls.
Yeah.
I'm playing 3 Pharaoh Servant. in the extra deck, I'm playing 2 D-Mod. I'm playing a Dragoon.
Yeah.
I'm playing
Master
Timaeus and Master of Chaos.
Yeah.
To me, I'm seeing Dark Magician cards enough.
Yeah.
Like, there's 9 of them motherfuckers in there. I got Raaid in there, too.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, I'm playing 9 times the amount of Dark Magicians that Yu-Gi-Oh was playing.
Okay.
To me, that's Dark Magician enough.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it still scratches that itch. Plus, my end board pieces are all Dark Magician cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? With the exception of, like, the Azamina thing. But the way I look at that, too, it's like if I was playing Stardust Dragon, to me, that's still Dark Magician because it's like the hero's card, 25-21 stat line type shit. Now, Dire Bellstar is 25-20.
Yeah.
But to me, Dire Bellstar is just like, if Yu-Gi-Oh was made today, the main character's guy would be a waifu, and that's Dire Bellstar.
Yeah.
So
Sure, for sure.
But I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you played Dark Magician.
Yeah.
Like, you took a shit to locals.
Yeah.
I never did because I was like, these guys are ass, bro.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
And this deck that I've put together, which is, this is my content brain now. I think what we have to do in the near future,
make mine.
maybe even before these come out, we go head to head on Sim.
Yeah.
We'll record it for the show. Your Dark Magician deck versus mine.
Yeah.
We'll play like 3 games or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll play a match.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you make a good point.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've brought this concept up on the podcast before, but there's a concept to me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are you familiar with the ship of Theseus?
No.
Okay, so it's a philosophical question, loosely historically relevant, but there's a ship. A guy named Theseus has this ship, and when something breaks on a ship, they replace that part.
Okay.
To the point where every part on the ship has been replaced, at various times.
Yeah.
So is it still the same ship? In your opinion?
You're trying to say that with Dark Magician?
No. Just
Okay.
Raaid with me here.
Okay.
Would you still believe that to be the same ship? One by one, I've replaced every inch of the ship.
Okay.
Is it still Theseus' ship?
It's like a new ship.
But is it the same ship? Like if I took your car and over the course of a year, I replaced every inch of your car.
Yeah.
No part in your car.
Yeah.
Seats, steering wheel, whatever have you, is the same as when you got it.
Is the same or is not the same?
It's not the same anymore.
Then it'd be like a new car or a different car.
It's a different car though, right?
Yeah.
That's the key thing. So I apply the same concept to Yu-Gi-Oh! Loosely.
Okay.
Where you take a deck like Dark Magician and you play it pure. You go, it's just not good enough. But if I put in Primite, now we're cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. If I put in Diabell as a Mina, now we're cooking.
Yeah.
If I put more of these cards in, now we're cooking. But at the same time, you're taking out Dark Magician cards, right?
Yeah.
At what point does it stop being a Dark Magician deck and it becomes
something else?
Azamino with a Dark Magician in there. And at what point, this is what eventually happens. Everybody who's ever deck built in this way knows this.
Yeah.
At some point you go, this deck would just be better if I took out these Dark Magician cards, right? But now, with the new support, we don't have this problem anymore.
Yeah.
The deck actually gets better with the new support.
Yeah.
It's better than playing straight Azamina. It's better than playing pure Dark Magician.
Yeah.
It's a combination of the two. Because they synergize well together. For me, playing this version of the deck, which obviously subject to change and efficiency and making the deck better, more, consistent, whatever. But to me, it's still the Dark Magician deck. It hasn't yet become something else.
Yeah.
A deck with a few Dark Magician cards in it. But what you're describing is a pure deck list.
No, not pure, but okay.
But it's mostly Dark Magician cards
for sure,
with a little bit of something else.
Yes.
Opposed to the inverse, right?
Yes.
So it becomes this philosophical thing.
Yeah.
In deck building where it's like, I'm not playing Dark Magician anymore, but am I enjoying myself?
Yeah.
So maybe that's the question you gotta ask.
Yeah.
Is like,
No, so
and the main thing it'll come down to is the win rate.
yeah.
If you're playing pure and you're getting your face kicked in, and then you put a supplementary engine, and now you're no longer getting your face kicked in, you're going X2 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably a better feeling than playing pure.
Yeah, so I will, like, I'll keep it real. Like, your build isn't necessarily, like, it's far more consistent than what I have envisioned.
Okay.
Right? Like, it's let's be real, because you got the 3 wanted, the 3 diabell.
Yep.
Like, it's just, you open up a hand and you're playing, like, for sure.
You know what I'll do here? I'll throw my list up.
Yeah.
And I'll throw.
No, I don't have a list, but we'll figure that out down the road.
I'll throw my list up.
His list. But, so, because, like, if you've played Dark Magician in any sort of way, you'll see his list and you'll be like, where the fuck is the Soul Servant? Where is the Dark Magical Circle? Where is the Magician's Salvation? There's cards just that's not in your typical thing. However, your deck is still consistent. It still puts up the things that it needs to put up, that you're still trying to push forward Dark Magician without needing to use the cards that are mandatory.
Yeah.
But they're not, right? You still get your D-Mod, you still get your Dragoon, you still get your Fusion Monsters, etc. So you're just playing it differently with still, like, pushing it to its next level, if you want to call it that. And then and I will admit, like, it's definitely far more consistent than how I'm, like, envisioning it, because some of the cards I'm putting in there, it's like, it can be bricky because you open up Bonds, no Dark Magician on board, then what, right?
Yeah.
So
that happened to me. I opened Bonds and DMG in hand and was like, nah, forget this.
Ass. So, and that's the unfortunate thing with Bonds, because the inverse doesn't work, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like
and
you have
even
DMG.
then, I gotta find a way to summon this fucking Dark Magician.
Yeah. So, but, like, that's kind of the purpose behind, the cards like Illusion, the purpose behind Souls, the purpose behind even, like, Soul Servant, to top deck certain Dark Magician cards that you just need. Like, that gives you that heart of the card moment. And then, it's like just different things. Now, the way I'm looking at it too, it's like I would still be applying some of the logic that you've applied to the deck, right? I'd still be doing the diabell stuff. Primite, I'd play with the ratios, but may not even consider it depending on how numbers look, because I do want to play more of the Dark Magician cards, but I don't want to lose consistency, but I also want to be able to have, like, hand traps and stuff too, right? So that's the things I want to consider. So rather than 3 diabell, I go 1 diabell, 3 wanted, Deception, and Azamina Hallowed. So then that's that package. And then alternatively, then I'll have my Dark Magician stuff, which is more dominant, and then I'll have things like Bonds, a Dark Burning Magic, which is like the board wipe. So I won't have any of the other cards, like the other sets that you could do. But maybe there are, like, turn 2 options, but I'd rather side out, like, hand traps and just things that will do more. Following the Virtuous, for sure, like, not for sure, but it'd be a good option. For sure, if I do want to add a branded package in there. I don't know what the new branded stuff does, but I'd have to look into it. But if the new Albaz is good, then maybe some of that stuff. Some of the things that I used to do in the past was the toy cards, which is really good for your souls to just draw and just handed card advantage. And then this also allowed for DMG to be recycled quicker, because I think Tank is the one that if summoned, you can, like, tribute it to special, like a level 6 dark. And then, like, that engine doesn't need to be very big, but it does take up quite a bit of space. It's an option, not necessarily the best.
No.
But Soul Servant's good. And then some of these weird trap cards that Dark Magician has. There's Magician's Combination and Magician's Navigation. Navigation is like a graveyard negate. And then Combination lets you, like, if you summon Dark Magician, like, in any way, you can special DMG, and then vice versa. So that's your vice versa. So you go DMG, then you can special Dark Magician.
Do you know
something like that?
Dark Magician Girl, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, or whatever that card's
Apprentice Sorcerer.
Yeah, the Shining Sark one.
Yeah.
Does it count as DMG?
Shining. Not only on the field, like the Dark Magician in that deck.
That's actually pretty good, because you go that, send something, summon something, then you could.
Then it's not a brick.
One,
yeah. But then you can't send her off souls. You can't.
Yeah.
So the
Bonds wouldn't summon her.
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate thing. Is, like, had they made this card, this is always treated as a Dark Magician Girl, different story, because then that'd be nice.
Seems like they're a little afraid to do that with
Dark Magician and Blue Eyes cards, which is Unfortunately, it's not like because these effects aren't crazy,
There's
right?
no effects.
Yeah. Well, like so. To be fair, DMG's effect is every Dark Magician should get the
Yeah,
300
but
attack.
it's like.
But what is
sure,
that? Yeah.
Sure.
Um.
Plus 300.
So like the thing is like Eternal Soul is ass, but now you have, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. I've said this before. It protects your back row,
Yeah.
and then Eternal Soul protects your Dark Magician, which is that Dragon Knight. So now that your Dark Magician monsters are unaffected by card effects.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a Liger in that,
Yeah.
right? So then now your back row is unaffected because you have that. So
Yeah.
now it's really hard to out things because now you set this level of control. Furthermore, if you have Dark Magical Circle, so the triangle is that Dragon Knight,
Yes.
Eternal Soul, and Dark Magical Circle. Because now you have a Dark Magician engraved. For sure you do, because of how, like, that's one of the ways to get this Dragon Knight. So you go Eternal Soul, special summon a Dark Magician, whether it is vanilla or the new one, and then you special it, and then now you can banish one of their cards, right? And then in addition to that, I think. Is with that new Dark Magician, if it's special summoned, you get to set one.
Yeah.
So that means every time it's special summoned, each turn you can set a normal spell. So now you keep setting a support of some kind, right?
Yeah, like when I look at the value of that card, turn one, I draw it with a spell.
Yeah.
Right? And because I'm playing a lot of spells, board breakers more so than hand traps,
Yeah.
that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Summon that, set something.
Yeah.
Now, where do you go from there? Because I've summoned it, which means I've gotten to set something.
Yeah.
If I can't activate that set thing, that means I have to have another card in hand that I can activate in order to go into demod.
Yeah.
Right? So that's not a 1-card combo, that's a 2-card combo.
Yeah.
If you're playing hand traps, there's the potential that you open one spell, Sorcerer's, or what's it called? Yeah, Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
The new Dark Magician, Pharaoh Servant.
Okay. The new like the Dark Magician from Shining Sark?
No, no. The Pharaoh Servant guy.
The new Dark Magician.
Yeah.
Okay.
So open that guy, 3 hand traps and 1 spell. If that's not a spell I can activate this turn, my turn ends there. Unless you're setting something that prolongs the combo. That's why Bonds is good.
Yeah.
But what I also say, like you mentioned Branded too. But I just think like that Dark Magician doesn't do enough on its own. If there's
The Dragon Knight?
No, the Pharaoh Servant.
Oh.
Unless there's a really good extending
Yes, for sure.
continuous or normal spell.
Yeah.
There's one I looked at, it's like Magician's Tag Team. This is the first time I've ever seen the card.
Tag team.
Yeah, or something like that, double team or something.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, this reads crazy. I have to test this.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I wouldn't do Branded is because I don't want to get locked into fusions. Because playing the Azamina engine is free bodies. So you go, this is usually like a turn 3 maneuver, but you go Hallowed into, and it's when you've already spent your Ilia Sylvia. You go, or even if not, depending on how you open turn 1, off Hallowed you make Resilia.
Yeah.
Which searches you Sinful Spoil.
Yeah.
So that could be Sinful Spoil of Doom, which is a board wipe. Sinful Spoil Susurrus, which will reborn your, Dragoon, after it gets banished by Gaze.
Yeah.
Or Wanted, whatever. Adds you something. Then you link the Magician Souls and that card, the Azamina Fusion, into SP. You can banish something if there's something to banish. But then you have SP. Then you just go Hallowed, shuffle back the Resilia, activate it, chain Wanted, add you Diabell, summon Ilia Sylvia, you have a Negate now. So now you have Negate and SP. Then you summon the Diabell and go Gaze. Like, summon Diabell, go Demod, Demod, Gaze, target the Dark Magician in your grave. Now you have Dragoon, SP, and Ilia Sylvia.
Yeah.
That's way crazier than Dragon Knight pop.
No, Dragon Knight is bare minimum.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I think there is room for Dragon Knight in the deck for sure.
See the thing is like that's also like kind of slept on too is like obviously when I'm saying Dragon Knight, this is like off like maybe one card to be honest with you, because alternatively too is like you're likely to have found or searched the quick play spell, and because it is a dark magician, if you have a dragon, which you're trying to probably ideally do, you can do this in the standby of your opponent draw phase. Quick play, fusion summon, go Dragoon on board, and then again this is before you are in this position where like you are vulnerable because you don't have that protection anymore. Yeah. But because it's draw phase, you can just go Eternal Soul, special back that Dark Magician. Yes, now you might miss out on that banish effect. But now you have Dragoon, and then you have this board protection. Yeah. And then Dragoon is protecting itself basically. So, it's I don't know. There's potential there.
You can even link the Dragoon off.
Yeah.
When you know it's gonna get banished in end phase.
Yeah.
Make fucking
also
cross shape.
The unaffected effect, like that general effect, on Eternal Soul for that Dragon Knight, you can use what card banished at the end phase? Is it Gaze?
Gaze
the Dragon Knight, because it's unaffected by card effects if you have Eternal Soul. So now it doesn't get banished. So now you just have this protection.
I'm not sure how that actually works. I'd have to look it up.
Okay, because I think it's a general. Because I don't see why it wouldn't.
Because the new Tamias is also unaffected.
Oh, it still gets banished?
Gaze, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you just have to look into it then.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But
I think there's potential.
Yeah.
I think I'm considering I got to consider all the Dark Magician cards that can be playable and how it can be playable. Because also that Apprentice Magician girl, I think she like adds a Dark Magician to your hand or something like that. But she also can like be discarded and give your monster that 2k attack boost.
Apprentice.
Apprentice illusion or not illusion. Apprentice Magician girl or something like that. It's along those lines. It's the Dark Magician Apprentice card, not like the illusion card spellcaster. So I don't know. I might consider her, but like I also want to make sure that she's not like just a dead card if I open her. But she is a level 6 or higher, and I think you could just special her. But you might have to control a Dark Magician.
Whatever. Yeah.
I have to look at that, right? I have to look at these effects because those two traps, like I said, Magician Navigation is like a quick. It's a trap card. I think you can just special Dark Magician, if I'm not mistaken, or it allows you to special it in some sort of way. Yep. And then it's got a graveyard effect to negate something, and I can't remember what it was. And then Magician's Combination is a really good continuous trap that can do stuff. Again, I need to go back and look because it might not be a turn one create this crazy board. It might be like set up 2-3 monsters with back row that. Yep. You now have protection of like a monster in that trap where your opponent can't really break through. They might have to just try and overpower, but again, with the combination of these different spells and traps, it might allow them to like, how do I push through? My monsters might not be strong enough, whatever. And then you have like, maybe you sit on hand traps. Hand traps might be the idea here. Like, so that way you can kind of stop plus your couple monsters. Then you go turn 3 and then you just go crazy. And then similarly to how Blue Eyes is, but Blue Eyes you can OTK like turn 1 because
I was gonna ask you about this.
Yeah,
because you made the thing about Dark Magician.
Yeah,
you don't play the bad Blue Eyes cards. There's no Stone of the Ancients
but I tried them. I definitely tried them, and then I realized, especially this was before I did Primite and the Pure. I definitely tried them because I was like, no one's talking about White Stone of Ancients, but this is a good way to special out other Blue Eyes monsters. So you go Kaiser goes to grave, and you have to send a Blue Eyes card. So you send the Ancient Stone, and then Ancient Stone searches you. I was like, yo, this is free real estate because you can technically now summon that Abyss Dragon that's shitty,
right?
But you can summon Chaos Max.
But your findings were thus: Primite was better.
Oh, of course, yeah, but like. I still played mostly Blue Eyes cards.
I know.
Right.
Now, if there was other Primite cards that were good.
Yeah.
Right? Then we get into the Ship of Theseus thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I can admit that adding other cards are better. And like that's why I was saying that like the way you've built your Dark Magician allows for a far more consistent way.
Yeah.
But
it's less
But there's less fun because it's less satisfying because it's not as much Dark Magician.
Yes. So, I guess that's the thing is when you get new support,
you want to maximize on that archetype and see how far you can, like, what is the ceiling.
For me, new support is good cards.
Yeah.
And sometimes those good cards make older cards that are not as good better.
Yeah.
For example, True Light.
Yeah.
Because you get Maiden of White. Now True Light's actually pretty good.
Yes.
Mausoleum, actually pretty good now. However, sometimes you get a card like Spirit with Eyes of Blue that searches Mausoleum, and Mausoleum lets you dump. When you go, wow, they could have just not tied this card to Mausoleum and made a better field spell.
Yeah.
Or they could have remade True Light and made Maiden of White search that True Light, that new True Light.
Yeah.
But they were so focused on connecting these two eras of Blue Eyes players that they didn't.
Yeah.
And Blue Eyes kind of suffers for it.
Yeah.
Because having True Light, we've talked about this before, is a fucking self-destruct button, right? Opening Mausoleum kind of sucks ass.
Yes.
So there's all these things where it's like, they could have just been better.
Yeah.
Now, I get it, because to some people, playing Mausoleum, playing True Light, playing even the Blue Eyes White Dragon, that's the part you want to get away with. You want to be able to play those cards in the modern format.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that. So retrains don't do it for a lot of people, because it's like, yes, I acknowledge this is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Phantom, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
With Dark Magician, I also get that, because there's so many Dark Magician cards. There are so many Dark
There's
Magician
a lot.
cards.
Yeah.
Then you have, Mahad and Mana, is it?
Yeah. Palladium Mana.
Yeah. You have all these cards that, like, you want them to be playable.
Yeah.
But we've seen with Blue Eyes, just by putting Blue Eyes White Dragon in the card text and saying, if Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field, you can do this crazy thing.
Yes.
It's not always good enough.
Yes.
Because of that, I think there's also an aspect we have to release ourselves from. Being like, it's okay if I can't play Dark Magic Circle.
Yeah, it's like accepting using hand traps.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like, the thing I think they've maintained is that, like, it's beneficial to play these normal monsters in your deck.
Yeah.
Which is, if you choose to play one of these decks that do, you acknowledge the fact that you're putting two unplayable bricks in your deck.
Yeah.
If you draw them.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't.
Yeah.
But your 40 card deck is now 38 cards with two unplayable pieces of shit that your deck is reliant on.
Yeah.
Garnets, right?
Yeah.
Which is fun in a way, but it's also really fucking annoying. But if that wasn't the case, people would probably not play these decks as much, because if I don't play the Dark Magician in my deck, it loses that appeal.
Yep.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Of like,
try to maximize on that
Dark Magician.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, where's that line?
Yeah, for sure.
Where is the line of pure gets you here, not pure gets you here?
Yeah.
Where are you comfortable with leaving things?
Yeah.
Right? And it's a similar conversation about hand traps. If you have 15 spots, non-engine spots that you can dedicate to non-engine, does playing, let's say it's less, let's say it's 9. Does playing Fua, Ash, and Imperm, is that better than playing Droplet, Super Poly, and, I don't know, Dark Ruler?
Yeah.
Like, which ones are more valuable?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'd say Super Poly, one of the most valuable cards in the game, because you can't do anything about it. It just happens.
Yeah. And with Dark Magician, it's pretty good. Like, it's a really good setup, because you look up, like, depending on the meta at the time, it might differ, but you go against Draco Tail, it's an easy Dragoon.
Draco Tail, you fucking summon
Dragoon or Dark Magicians.
Say you summon Mysterion.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I guess it would be Mysterion. Mysterion's all.
Yeah, Dark. It's a spellcaster and dragon. It's very generic.
I think it has to be. No, I mean, I was thinking you could Mysterion into Demod, but I think it has to be a dark specifically.
Oh. Yeah. It is dark, because we talked about this before.
Either way, though.
But no, like again against Draco Tail, it's good. Against Branded, it's great. Super poly. Like against like any deck that mains spellcasters in some sort, spellcasters or dragons is fantastic for Dark Magician, because then now you can go into an easy Secretarion, you can go into Mysterion, you can go into its own archetype, right? Because there's a lot of generic like Dark Magician or DMG plus a dragon monster. So you go into you know, you can go into the Dragon Knight, you can go into Dragoon, you can go into the Dark Magicians. These are all cards that apply value. So it's all good in that respects too. So I definitely, like, my thing is like I do want to first maximize on Dark Magician and the cards around it, like I did with Blue Eyes, before I jump ship to something else. However, like I said, the Diabell package is very good. I'm just going to minimize on that while still being able to, like, because I think it fits perfectly the theme. It's spellcasters, dark. Because if I can maybe play my Dark Magician where I can use Impulse, that'd be fucking awesome, right? Because like the way I'm looking at it, I can just stick to the dark side of things, right? And then I can go like, all that different stuff. But then if I want to start playing cards like the Timaeus, that might be light, so that might affect...
but that card's just okay in my opinion.
It just
unaffected. Pops a spell. Gets an attack boost. It's not.
And weirdly,
it's not Impulse.
And so the other thing is you can, like, on that new Dark Magician, you could just set the normal Eye of Timaeus and summon Dragoon off that. That can be a 1-card Dragoon, 4 cards in hand. So it's you know, it's something. It's not. It's not nothing. But so that's why, like, it's just off 1 card. And like, so unfortunately, when the new Dark Magician stuff comes out, we don't get that new Dark Magician till whenever that card comes out. That's gonna suck.
April.
But I think Charles was saying that those new reprints aren't in that set. That's what he was saying.
It's still not clear.
Okay, it's not clear. I hope it's in that set, because if it's any later, that's gonna suck a lot. I hope it is in that set. It seems like it was. So when he said that, I was kind of put off. But anyways, so we get in February, and then it's gonna be like 3 months where we just won't get any additional support. So up until that point, I'm probably not gonna use as much of those different Dark Magician cards as I might want to.
I see.
Because Bonds is kind of useless if I open it, if I don't have a way to just set it, because it might just be bricky. I can search it off like Raaid, but then if I normal summon Raaid and I search that as my spell card, then what? Because I don't have a way to Dark Magician now, right? So I have to hope that I have other cards that I can push with. So up until I get that new Dark Magician, I'm gonna just play around with, again, Diabell, Primite, or Branded, or even Draco Tail, and then kind of go around that way. Because Draco Tail I think would be really well, because K2 doesn't lock you to Draco Tail fusion. It's any fusion, right? So if you have Dark Magician in hand,
locks you to spellcaster dragons, but
that's fine. So, and that's perfectly, like you said, perfectly fine. So if doing like a Draco Tail, Diabell sort of thing with Dark Magician, up until we get the new Dark Magician card, then I can kind of reevaluate things. But I'm definitely siphoning through my Dark Magician cards, putting them to the side, trying to figure things out, see what the ratios are, what cards are good, kind of good, or are they just kind of like whatever, right? Like I said, those cards that you can set off Bonds, honestly, the one you want is the one that just is a quick play, board wipe everything. Because even if you're popping 1 or 2 cards, it doesn't matter. You just stop them from some like additional summoning, right? So it's a quick play spell. So unless they have like a lightning storm or something, but again, in theory, you want to set up that triangle where you have a protection between your monsters and back row, and that can create enough pressure for them. Like, what the fuck do I do? Because Jet does a similar thing where it's like you have to get through Jet, and people are like, well, what the fuck now, right? And that, well, I mean, it's a little bit easier because you just target Jet, get it out, and then go free reign. And the way I look at Dark Magician, and similarly to how like Yugi plays, is a very tactical, technical, strategic.
Sure.
Not to say that Kaba isn't necessarily strategic, but he's definitely just a powerhouse. Just boom, boom, boom. And that's how Blue Eyes is shown to be. You pop cards, you can go for game. It's insane.
Yeah, but I feel like with the new Blue Eye stuff, it's become the technical deck.
Yeah. And you can be technical for sure. But I think Dark Magician is not like set up the craziest board. It's more like set a control-based board. It's more control than Blue Eyes is. Far more control. And then it's like they have to just pass on that, and then turn 3, it's like, okay, now I'm just gonna set like I'm summoning one more monster, 2 more monsters, and I go free reign, right? So I think there's just a lot of things to consider. Like I said, and we've talked about this in the previous pod. Like the new Dark Magician is going to be like, it does add in a very good level, and it opens up so many doors. Other than that card specifically, just the new support that comes out, I wouldn't say it opens up as many doors or pathways for like the plays you can kind of consider. But that was always one of those things that I really liked about Dark Magician, was that like you can that Yugi aspect to it kind of comes into play. Because I remember on Master Duel when that was first new, I drew a card that I just needed, like very Yugi-esque moment. The deck was not good, right? It was Master Duel, but I drew the card I needed. I think I had DMG and Dark Magician. I got the Dark Burning Magic. I board wiped and went for game. Like, I don't know. You just got to find out the text and the plays, and then it's pretty good. Like, there's one, I don't know if you remember, like there's these cards where they're flip effects, where they let you search like a spellcaster, or lets you search for like a dragon monster or whatever. It's like the blue summoner.
Blue summoners.
Yeah, so blue summoner I used in that deck at the time. So because you flip it, you get to add a normal monster.
5.
It's a level 4.
That's a 4.
So it's like,
there's one that's a 5.
But it's cool because then now you add Dark Magician to hand. Now you wouldn't want to use it because there's so many different ways to add Dark Magician to hand. But that's what I did at the time, and it just kind of worked. Because then I was like, oh, I have Dark Magician in hand, special it some sort of way that I had it away, and then bonds, Dark DMG, whatever. Anyways, like it's just, I don't know, it was cool. Just trying to figure out different weirds and techs and stuff. But now that I have a bit more knowledge, changes things a bit. You're not going to throw in like stupid cards. But I'm definitely going to take advantage of the different Dark Magician cards that do exist and find ways to like use them and play them. Yeah. Because if the new Dark Magician sets a spell, then maybe with Raaid I search a trap, right? That might be good, right, on the next turn. Because usually I think people go Raaid, soul, Salvation. Salvation sets you your Eternal Soul, and then you can kind of play around there. And then I don't know, you just play with your different options and things. Figure out what works. Because like I said, the Diabell is very good, very consistent, and you get a free Omni. So it's a good way to now out that droll that's gonna hurt the deck regardless of what kind of build you make. It's like you get drolled once, it's like you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
So that's why like the Diabell is really good to make that early on, because you can't make Dragoon as fast. If your focus is to make Dragoon right away, then you've burnt.
You can make Dragoon pretty fast.
Yeah, but you probably burn a handful of resources doing that.
You can make Dragoon before Droll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because here's how you do it. Diabell. Activate a spell card.
Yeah.
Diabell into Demod. Demod search.
Yeah.
On res. Droll. But you're turn player.
Yeah.
So.
Chain.
Yeah, you can chain gaze, target, demod, summon Dragoon. Okay. I guess you wouldn't beat Droll in that aspect.
Yeah, because you're just summoning after.
If you open gaze, then you can.
Yeah,
because then you don't even have to activate the effect to search, or you can go effect to search, chain gaze.
Yeah,
gaze, target, summon Dragoon.
Yeah.
Now on res, they can Droll you. Yeah. You can Dragoon negate it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you still have the Diabell, which probably sets you Deception.
Yep.
Tribute Deception. Or Tribute something in hand. And make Ilya Sylvia.
Yeah. Yeah. 2026. I definitely look forward to...
I love how a lot of episodes of this podcast has become how we're going to build the Dark Magician.
Yeah. We've definitely talked about Dark Magician and the way we're going to build it a lot. Like 3 or 4 podcasts now. Yeah. But I look forward to it. That's going to be like my deck throughout 2026. Yeah. So that's going to be really fun.
You're living the funniest Yu-Gi-Oh experience.
Yeah.
Because you're like, came in, like, I only want to play like Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. Like, oh, okay, buddy. and then they release a Blue Eyes structure. And you're like, cooking. And now there's new Dark Magician support.
Yeah.
So you're literally... This is nostalgia dreams.
I'm getting my both, right? Like I'm getting like competitive play plus like nostalgia at the same time, which is good.
On the side.
Yeah, different things. Cause I did Art Mage and then I did Doomsy, and then I'll probably try Elven Notes just to have the lore.
Yeah.
But Elven Notes seems a little bit complicated, but it's still.
It's just math, man.
Yeah.
I heard you say that the other day, and I had a good laugh. You're like, they gotta change each other's levels.
Yeah.
Like, it's still 10.
It's still 10.
It's like -2.
Yeah, I think it's like Anyway, like the new patrons like increase the level of a monster by like 3.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, because I think they're level 6s.
They're 6, so
but
then
then
you can make a level 10 synchro.
With what?
With the power patrons, a tuner.
But it's a level 1, right?
Yeah. So
it goes to level 4, and then Medius is a level 4.
They go to level 9, and it stays at level 1.
Oh, like the other monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the 6s go to 9.
Okay, yeah, but like if you open up just Medius, you go Medius and then that power patron, and then like, oh, okay, so I have like a level 4, or I have a level 7.
You can make an 8.
Then but do they have an 8?
Alvin notes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so you just make Stardust Dragon and pass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that could be cool though, because maybe the Stardust side of things could be fun in that sense. So you might make the Stardust majestic, blah 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 blah.
Some. But
so,
I do believe the Elven notes either have a 7. I think they have a 7 and a 10.
Yeah, they're 7s. So that's why I was like very like it didn't make sense because like so Medius goes up to a level 7.
I think you're planning on opening one of your 9 Elven notes and you just summon it.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, they do have like special effects to spell. Yeah.
7.
Well, I'll figure that out when I get there. But Doomsday right now is what I'm having fun with, and I will continue to play it quite a bit until Dark Magician stuff comes out, and then I'm going to continue with Dark Magician, and then I do really need to finish up the Draco Tail cards because I still need 3 Malulu, Arthalions, and 1 Lucaeus.
Yeah.
And then, but that's neither here or there.
I think the bulk, like we only have news on what's coming up until May.
Yeah.
Blazing Dominion, which we've seen a few cards for. We haven't even got the entire list yet.
Yeah.
But there's Mimigul, so that's cool for Stefan and Evan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good set for Stefan because he gets RDA support, which is great. Crazy deck. Yeah. And then Mimigul support. And then he's going to get Dark Magician support. Yeah. And that guy's going to have a good year.
He's going to have a good year.
Yeah.
Good
wow.
First quarter, man.
Yeah. He's going to be winning Mat CS with fucking 3 different decks.
Yeah, type shit. That's sick. Yeah, no. Honestly, Mimigul is one of those decks I just root for because I think it's like cool.
Yeah.
I don't like playing against it so much.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I acknowledge that it's cool.
Yeah.
And much better than any craft. That deck is awful.
Yeah.
That deck is awful. So bad.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen anybody playing a Phantom Revenge deck at locals.
No.
Over the last 2 weeks.
No. I think someone was trying to like collect the cool tune stuff. Yeah. But yeah. It's supposed to be the meta killing deck.
Sure.
Something like that. Sure. Yeah, this deck builder set, because I didn't realize it was till someone said it was.
Yep.
Yo, it's fucking ass. Like last year we had Malice and
Raizio have been game defining.
It changed
Crossover Breakers, Raizio, Malice.
Yeah.
Justice Hunters, K9, Draco Tail, Yummy.
Yeah. And so this one should have been like fucking awesome. It should have been like great. So that's the other thing, because we were saying at that time like, oh, we should get on top of the next deck builder, like get ready.
Yeah.
And learn it before other people learn it.
Yeah.
We didn't do that because it was so under the radar.
So ass.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was like, so then when I realized it was, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. It's like we did not get ready for this, but like, what are we getting ready for?
So there should be one this year in August or July.
Yeah.
And hopefully that one's more the speed we're looking for.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to like a meta deck that I can actually apply nostalgia to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to look forward to, because the same way they did like a Yummy Ghoul. Mm-hmm. I'd like to do that with like Dark Magician or Blue Eyes. I mean, this year ideally would be Dark Magician.
Yes.
But I mean, it would be awesome if I could do Blue Eyes with some sort of meta deck, right? I know Draco Tail, but like Draco Tail is very resource heavy. It's you can try, but
it's not.
I think you just stick to Primite. You lower the ceiling on both decks doing it.
Exactly.
Which is
all to make a Tyrant a little bit faster. It's definitely
yeah. I don't think it's worth it. Anyways, because you're better off with Brandy. I think Brandy is way better suitable with
and even then
with Draco Tail.
Oh, with Draco Tail.
Yeah. Like no, not with Blue Eyes. It's tough with Blue Eyes actually, tougher. But yeah, with any of the deck building sets that come out like in this 2026 year, halfway through plus the end, I hope they are good and they're meta relevant for like nostalgia cards, I guess.
Yeah.
But also just good, like switch up the meta, because we're gonna get a ban list in January.
Yeah, we should get a ban list really soon.
Yeah, so
that's what people have been saying. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that is the kind of timeline we've been looking at.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But yeah, man.
But-
So good product coming.
Yeah.
Phantom Revenge was a bit of a flop. Dude
Huge
was a
flop.
bit of a flop.
Yeah.
Duad, bit of a flop.
Yeah.
Dude at least had Marshmallow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Noroi and Marshmallow.
Yeah.
And then it had like
Frick
Doomsy,
Soul, but
I guess.
Play one of them, so it's not much of a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the meta defining sense, it was Marshmallow and Noroi
Yes.
and Frixel, I guess, because that lets you play branded. But besides those three cards, very underwhelming set.
Yeah.
Same with Duad, and then of course Phantom Revenge.
And then
So-
Alien.
It's really funny because we're in such a like what I consider like a good state of the game right now,
Yeah.
where like I don't have many issues with this format. Like
No.
they're nitpicks.
I think the only issues that were issues were like those floodgates that people were just
Yes, right.
abusing.
And
But
when we
other
got
than
rid
that,
of those, it's like yes, Mitsurugi's annoying. But
yeah, it's really
is it a reason to quit playing? No.
no.
So it sucks that like Phantom Revenge didn't change the format.
Yeah.
Because then you get so much more leniency like with things like a ban list, because they wouldn't kill the previous decks, and even if they did, we'd have these new ones to invest in and play.
Yeah.
But because it's such a flop, because those decks are like not very good, it's there's like an emptiness
Yeah.
until February,
Yeah.
where we're gonna really see. Until February, all we're gonna get is a ban list that'll shape this current meta.
Yeah.
Won't probably change it all that much.
Yeah.
The same way new product does.
Yeah.
So it won't be until February that we get a big format change.
Is Blazing Dominion in March?
That's in May.
Oh, in May. Oh, it's gonna even be after the raid.
That's the next main set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's our look forward at the year to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good year here at TDE.
Yeah.
We've played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want to hear some stats on that.
Yeah.
Listen to the last pod's intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, thanks. It's been a pleasure doing the pod with you this year.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good year.
And,
I've had fun with the spots.
We're going to have a lot of content moving forward. We're going to try to be more active and get more matches out. And with that in mind, we're going to be showing the two most recent decks we took to locals
Yeah.
and flopped with. And we're going to pair them against each other.
Yeah.
So look
Yeah.
out for the Radiant Typhoon Doomsy
Matchup.
head-to-head.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the new year.
Deuces. Happy New Year.
Peace.